Hey guys, this is a lesson about sample hacks. This is a few things I've learned over the time that I find to work to either get you free samples, free shipping on samples, or free for everything. They do work nearly all the time and they're always worth doing. You're not going to be stepping on anyone's feet. This is well the trade and haggling and bartering and what we say in London, blagging. Getting your way through like that is just a way of life here. It's always worth a try, and it's just a set of emails. There's no phone calls or Skype calls. You don't have to be a wizard with words here. It's all very simple. In fact, the less you do, the more effective it is. Use this first sample when making first contact with a factory for samples. So you've done your vettings, you've done your listings, you've gone through everything, you've found your 3 factories. These are the guys that are doing the best job at making your product that you can see for as much as possible. You send them this email. This is your first port of call. Okay. You start the email with an introduction to your company and the reason for the message. So say, "Dear Nancy," when you go to send a message on Alibaba, it will normally present you with a representative of that factory and their name. So use that name. So say, for example, "Dear Nancy, my boss really likes your product. Can you please send 5 samples for closer inspection?" Okay. You include your postage address and name, followed by, "We look forward to working with you, best regards," and your Alibaba email address. As we said before, the Alibaba email address is an email address that you have set up specifically for Alibaba and is registered with Alibaba. Do not use your personal email address when contacting factories or even include it in anything with Alibaba. Have a specific email address for this kind of thing because you will lose your email address. They do swamp you with emails. It's very easy for that to happen. Please, please, please do not use your own email address. Being warned here. Anyway, back to it. So as you can see, this is very simple email. It's a very there's not much there. You just basically include your postal address and, "Hey, my boss really likes a sample." You will notice in the email above that there is no reference to payment at all. This puts the ball completely in their court in terms of asking, and many factories won't ask for payment. They'll dither about it. They'll think, "Oh God, if we ask him for payment, maybe that will jeopardize our sale." These guys are salesmen that you're contacting, and a few samples from a factory that's making thousands of a product really doesn't matter. They'll probably just go and grab a few samples, stick them in an envelope, and send them out to you. But sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go out the complete opposite direction. But if you don't ask, you don't get, and you're not even asking, really. All you're doing is just not including those details and putting the ball in their court. I have found that most factories will either send the sample straight to you for free and free shipping as well. Say they're happy to give free samples, but require you to pay the shipping, which is fine. And that's quite regular as well. And yep, that's fine. You're paying the shipping, but you're getting free samples. And when you sell those samples on eBay, you're going to make your money back for the shipping anyway. So you, in essence, not really paying anything. Or they say that they do not do free shipping or free samples. If this is the case, be a little bit wary about that factory. Do they want your business? I'm not sure why they would do that. Some do though. I've come across it myself. But maybe take a note of that. That might go down to the vetting of your factory and which one you choose to proceed with. I mean, they want your business, and by not giving you free samples or free shipping, they've been a little bit difficult. But not a big deal. If this is the case, then proceed to my next hack to see what to do. Okay, if you have asked a factory for free samples, which is cool to do, you might just think, "You know what, I'm just going to ask these guys for free samples." And it might not even be a factory you're interested in doing business with, but you're trying your luck, you want to see some free samples. You just broke your watch, you need a free watch or whatever. You want to try your luck. The more you do that and the more you experience the hustle, and I use the word hustle a lot. It's because it's basically what you're doing. You're wheeling and dealing and trying to get money and trying to make sales, and you want a lot for as minimum as possible. So asking for free samples of a factory that you've got no intention to do business with, they're going to say no, and that's it. There's no bad feelings. It's just one of those things. Or they'll say yes, and they'll send you free samples, or they may ask you to pay the shipping. Hey, if you get a free watch, I'll pay the shipping on that, no problem. Maybe you've just tried my first hack and you still had no luck. Then when they say, hey, we want you to pay this for the samples and the shipping, agree, but once you've made your first order with them, ask for the shipping and the sample price to be deducted from the first order. Nearly all factories will agree to this. In fact, a lot of factories that I've worked with will offer this as part of their package. In very early communications with the factory, you'll get offered this. If they do offer you this, it's up to you whether you accept it or whether you haggle them down to a free sample anyway. I've got big letters down the bottom here: push, but do not push too hard. Okay, remember, you're a little fish in a very big pond. Okay, you've got no big business with these factories. You've got no sales at all. I'm assuming that anyway. You've got not a lot of clout, okay? But you can still get good deals. They still want your business, okay? There's, as you've seen, the size of Alibaba and the amount of factories on there, they're all clambering and competing for your business, okay? So there's still room for leverage. But if you push too hard, they're just going to tell you to get lost. It's as simple as that. So push, make sure you get something, but don't push too hard. If you don't push at all, then that's fine. But I urge you to always have a little haggle and, you know, bit of a hustle. Okay, that's it for the hacks. I'm going to have template emails, and I'm going to do a hack template email for hack 1, and definitely use that. I use that nearly on every one of my first interactions with a factory, and it always works to some degree, even if it's down to getting a deduction on my first order with them. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.